All right. All right. I think it's time to start. Um, Hello, everyone. This is a first for me and for the studio and maybe even for the company. Super excited to be here with you today. It's our first stream, so please let us know if something is not going well, if you cannot hear me, if we have some technical issues. By the way, this stream will contain testing a live demo, fingers crossed, of a build that has just been built maybe 5 minutes ago, and it has 5 minutes of QA. So yeah, expect some technical glitches, some fun anecdotes, but I'm gonna be very brave, and I'm gonna show everything to you, no matter what. If I am embarrassed in front of 200 people, so be it. So, what is this? What are we doing today? This is the Mob Control Talks. This is an extension of something that we do already with our elite subscribers. You know that if you purchase the elite subscription in Mob Control, you have access to a special channel on Discord where we hang out often. And for sure, every Friday we spend some time there. All our game designers spend some time there with the community, listening to the feedback, taking advice, and well, trying to explain why we do things, and receiving sometimes a little bit of hate. But that's okay. That's part of our job. So today we said, look, this is all good. It's really cool to have this chat with the elite subscribers. But today we wanted to open it up a bit to the community and to everyone. So we are doing it in the most public way with a YouTube live stream. And well, I'm happy that so far around 200 people joined. And maybe as the stream starts, we will get more and more people. So if you have friends that play Mob Control or friends who maybe would enjoy playing Mob Control, share the link with them and they will discover what's coming. But first I wanted to start with some light-hearted news, some good information. So first of all, I wanted to congratulate the first gods of the year. This is mind-blowing for us. Every time I see the scores and the dedication, the strategy, and the skill that the top players in the world show, I can tell you it's incredible, and everyone in the company, it exceeds our expectations. This chapter, because as you know, the game is organized in chapters or is structured in chapters. In this chapter, 52 only, so out of millions and millions and millions of players, only 52 battled for the first G1 badge in the chapter. And I'm really being serious and literal when I say millions and millions. Like every day we have nearly 2 million players live in the game. And if you count since the beginning of the year, it's many people. So congratulations to Yellow Shark on the G1 badge, the first one of the year. Really special. And then as well, of course, G2 and G3 with Shohei and Yoshida. So congratulations to the three. Incredible achievement. Just as a fun fact, this trio alone earned 52 million stars that week. That's crazy. Honestly, it's it's insane. And again, this is really dedication, strategy, tactics, and collaboration, because of course all of them This is only possible because all of them received their support from their clans. So congratulations. And well, good luck to everyone else who will try to get a G1 badge this year. You still have some more opportunities. Next, just an uplifting story. Again, with so many people playing the game, well, it's normal that love will find its way. And in this case, congratulations to Mr. and Mrs. Goofball. They met in Mob Control. Actually they met each other playing Piggy Race together in a community Piggy. And well, the love found its way, and they will tie the knot one day soon. And just as an anecdote, we just to celebrate, we featured special avatars for them to honor in their honor for Valentine's Day. So yeah, congratulations! I'm really really happy to see that the community takes things beyond the competition. So congratulations again, and please everyone join me in congratulating them. Next, as I said, for the top, to reach the top, collaboration in mob control is essential. Many clans are much more than just a clan. And here we can see one of the top clans in the community in a gathering, and you see showing their friendship and meeting in real life. So again, this is as well an incredible achievement. I can tell you this is what feeds our motivation and what keeps us in this very, very difficult job year after year. So again, thank you all for that. And by the way, for those of you who maybe can't find an active clan, know that the best way is to join our Reddit or our Discord communities, and there you can easily find many clans that are hiring. Next, just as a fun anecdote to keep showing how social the game is, this is something that I found that's an anecdote from Discord, or no, from Facebook, that I found very funny. You can see here two players that met in the game first. They were counter-attacking each other back and forth, and finally they found each other on Facebook. And yeah, I guess now maybe they are friends. So really good, amazing anecdote. And now to start with the real content, the interesting part. I wanted to talk to you first about upcoming changes. As you know, Mob Control is a game that is in constant evolution. We don't consider it finished, and we continuously improve it. And this means that for some of you who have been playing the game for a long time, maybe sometimes it's a bit disrupting, it's a bit disappointing because things change sometimes in ways that you don't like. For this reason, I wanted to make this presentation and talk about the upcoming roadmap, to explain what we are doing, to explain the vision, the long-term vision that we have for the game, and maybe as well gather some feedback and tweak. Okay, all of this is still in production, in development, so there is plenty of time to adjust based on feedback. First, and here with total transparency, this is internal documentation, right? But you can see that we don't have secrets in Mambo. This is literally the documentation that we use to guide our work. And look, one of the objectives that I set to myself is that we always build a relationship of value exchange. So basically, we give something to you guys and you give something back. And this means as well that we can openly share what we do, and it shouldn't be a problem. There are no secrets. There is nothing evil behind the curtain, let's say. And one interesting thing is that in the studio, we decide our focus areas every 6 months, right? So we are now in month four of the year. So we are in the focus areas of the first half. And this is it. These are our primary priorities and our secondary priorities, right? I'm not going to go into detail, but I just wanted to share. And And today I'm going to discuss a lot about power matters, what we call power matters, and the armory economy. These are, I think, two parts of the game that, because of how we built it over time, they are a bit weak. We know as well that these are very, very important for our most engaged players. And we decided this half of the year to really put a lot of effort into this. On top of that, if the demo works, because again, this is going to be a bit live demo, if it works, we will see as well the new environments that some of you have seen and the new art that is coming. We are working on a big revamp of the game. So mob control will not only change in the mechanics, it will also change in the way it looks and plays. So really cool. I'm going to start preparing my phone. So everything will be smooth and nice later. In my next slide, I wanted to give a bit of an agenda of what's going to happen. We have these important changes coming soon. We have many more changes, but the ones I want to talk about are these. First of all, many of you have seen already the new environments. This is the new backgrounds that we use. Let me see if I can already share a bit of my phone, and then you are not bored with my slides because I feel like I'm doing a work presentation. So yeah, let me reduce the volume. Okay, I'm gonna change my screen. Yeah, so now you should be, well, my face is in the middle. I don't know if I can remove it, so I'm sorry. I will learn how to remove my face for next time. So here you can see a bit the new environments I'm gonna play. And this is, as you can see, we are redesigning the background. We are adding a lot of texture, a lot of detail, and overall making it, I think, look a lot more premium. And the other new thing is, as you can see now, the base of the opponent is represented in a different way. This is, of course, a super nice visual upgrade, but this is also the foundation for important and cool mechanics that are coming soon. So again, this is one of the things I wanted to show you. Next, I hope you guys like it. I cannot, I'm not good enough of a streamer to read the chat at the same time, so I hope the feedback is good. Then I want to talk as well, give you a bit of a sneak peek of important things that are coming. One is the arena/PvP mode. Another one are card rarities. And finally, we will talk about the changes that are upcoming with the card and coins economy. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna stop for a second. I'm gonna read the chat. Streamers do that, right? Like, let's see. Let me read some of the latest messages. So yeah, low graphics mode request. Yeah, I'm reading as well some messages that I'm getting from the team. Okay, yeah, I'll answer some of these. So first of all, I wanted to answer to this low graphics mode request. Indeed, we know, we have the stats. We know that many of you guys are playing on devices that are not so modern. And some of you are playing at 20 frames per second, 30 frames per second. Yes, we are considering a low graphics mode maybe in the future, but for now the priority is in optimizing the game for everyone, right? So you don't have to enjoy the game with less quality graphics. And we have important as well improvements on the tech side coming. So yes, it could happen that we introduce a low graphics mode, but hopefully it's not needed because well, it runs well for everyone. Yeah, so let's continue. Arena PvP mode, I will do a demo later, so it's better to explain with that. Card rarities. This is as well something that comes from feedback from the community. Right now, indeed, internally, the game has card rarities. Some cards are more difficult to get than others, and some cards are more powerful than others. When I say card, I mean, for example, the champions, the mobs, the cannons, all of that. And Now what we are going to do is we're going to show it very clearly in the game. You will see like an icon basically telling you what the rarity is, and this as well means like some mechanical changes. I think overall it will make things a lot more clear around how to get and unlock the different cards, because right now it's a bit messy. And finally, on the new cards and coins economy, I could get very technical from the perspective of game design and economy design, but maybe for this stream, it's not so interesting. If you want, you can ask questions later. But the point is that the game originally was designed with, let's call it like a game design more oriented to mindless grinding, more maybe like the kind of thing that you see in an idle game or these kind of games. But then as we evolved and evolved the game, this system, we stretched it too much. And now this system has a lot of problems. As you know, for many of you accumulate too many coins, or the opposite, many of you accumulate too many cards. It's very out of balance. And the point is that in order to fix that, we cannot just go and change one number and then everything is fixed. Really, we need to reduce the randomness in the rewards. Because right now, some players are here, other players are here, and then how do you balance that? It's not possible, right? So we are going to change the way that you earn card packs and coins. It's going to be a lot more predictable for us. And I think for you guys, it's going to be as well much more clear and overall much better, much more fun. If you have played games like, games from Supercell or other competitor games, and if you follow these games closely, you will know that all these games have made similar transitions recently. So we are going to take some steps in that direction. Very cool. So I think that's it. I'm going to take a look at the chat again. Let's see if I read something interesting. How long will this conversation last? Herbert is asking. The live stream is going to be roughly 1 hour, but look, I don't have any meetings or anything after, so I could stay a bit longer, maybe, if you guys want. What else? J106632 says, not enough new challenges. Yes, I agree. And in fact, we have some challenges, some new challenges incoming. But look, we have so many ideas and so little time that it's difficult. Hope UDYE says, nerf loot boxer again. Well, I know that the designer in charge of that is watching, so we can take a look at it. It's always difficult to keep everyone happy, but we will check. Okay, last questions to answer. Diego Arias, I guess you're Spanish, so hello, fellow Spaniard here, asks, will Transformers cards be available in the future? All right, so look, we want to make that happen. I think the Transformers champions are some of the coolest in the game. And we want to make that happen, but it does not depend on us. The reality is that, of course, Transformers is a big IP managed by another company, and we will need to negotiate with them again. We will try, but I cannot guarantee that. Maybe one final question. Will we be able to trade cards? Okay, from Eric. Yes, I would love that. It's not in our short-term roadmap, but maybe after we do all this rework of the card and coins economy and with the card rarities, it will make sense to do that. So great idea, and definitely we can consider it for our roadmap. Very cool. So now I will need to improvise a little bit, because I need to install the new build. As I told you, the team was working hard to deliver it on time. So I'm literally installing it live. if you guys know anything about development, well, actually, look, I can show you. I think there are no secrets here, I hope. Uh, if you guys know anything about development, you know that there is this software provided by Apple. It's called Test Flight. And here is how we manage the internal builds, right? So you can see here, it's like an app store for us. And well, let's see, because maybe I shouldn't be doing this, honestly. 1 second. I don't want to disclose any secrets. All right, I think now it's safe. So you see here, we can see all the builds that the team is creating in development. And now what I have to do is go to the, let's see, go to the chat, and I have to find this build, which it's going to be, you see, this is crazy. I guess it's this one. And yeah, here I wanted to show you this as well, because you can see all the hard work that we have behind a game. All of these are branches or different versions that different developers and different teams are working on. And you can see how much work. This is just maybe from the last 2 days. All the work that is happening under the hood to keep the game running. This is something that I know many of you don't know. Developing a game is very, very expensive. We have a large team of engineers and artists and designers and a big team of technical professionals. And look, this is why sometimes people ask, this is why we have to have ads in the game and why we have to have in-app purchases, because it's a business in the end. And developing games is very, very, very expensive. All right, so now we are going to do a bit of QA together, QA meaning quality assurance. So I'm going to tap play, and hopefully we will be able to see these things. And by the way, it would be amazing if I can remove my face. I don't know how to do that. Well, so if someone knows how to remove your face from YouTube Live, let me know. Maybe the build is not going to work. Okay, so it's another build, sorry. You saw? It's this one. Let me read some questions. Cost dollars for Discord link, right? No, Neo before Morpheus. No, absolutely not. Our Discord is absolutely free. You can join it from the in-game settings. And there you have a huge community for free. And if you want, if you subscribe to Elite, then you can have a bit of extra perks. But joining Discord is 100% free. So let's see if this one works. Yes, it works. All right. Very good. I'm seeing that everything works as it should. Yes. Okay, nice, amazing. This is incredible. So thank you, team, for making it happen. All right, but now the problem is you don't see anything because of my face. How do I remove that? I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. I should have investigated more before. Well, I'm sure it's super easy, but I cannot find it. So I will improvise something else. No, I cannot actually. It's very weird. It's I know it sounds very something very stupid, but no, but don't worry. I think I have an idea. Let me see. I know what I'm going to do. You see, I'm so smart, guys. I'm so smart. Pretty cool. Is this good? Okay. Okay. So now you should see the entire game and my face in the corner. Cool. All right, so this is again a development build. You can see that there are some texts all around, and it's like a bit special, but it's basically the same thing. Um, and I'm gonna do a bit of a demo of some of the things. And by the way, it's in Spanish because I'm Spanish. I'm sorry about that. Um, let's talk first about arena and PvP mode. Um, the first change that you probably notice is that this button there, it says botín, which means loot in Spanish. And if I swipe down, it changes and it says arena. Okay. This is the what we call the distinction for the first time between loot mode and arena mode. The reason why we are doing this is because we know from your feedback that sometimes you want to play in a chill, casual way where you don't have to think too much because maybe because you're watching TV or you're just grinding for resources and you just want the casual, simple experience of mob control where you press a button and go left and right and that's it, right? So you will keep, we will keep that experience in the loot mode and you will always be able to do that. The loot mode uses what we call loot rules. Okay, this is the same thing that you have been experiencing. In the arena mode, this is totally different. In the arena mode we use what we call the PvP rules. With these rules, we deactivate all the dynamic difficulty systems, all the matchmaking tricks, everything. We remove all the assistance that we have in the game today, and we use exactly what the defending player has. If the defending player has 3 cards of level 100, you will face 3 cards of level 100 no matter what. If the opposing player has 3 shields, you will face 3 shields, etc., etc. So it's a real PvP, a real player versus player environment. And it's hard. It is really hard if you face a player that is high level and that chooses a good defensive loadout. You will probably not win. And if you, as an attacker, if you have a very strong loadout, then probably you will win more often. Yeah. What else? This is already live in the game, but it's a very important element. Here in the bottom of the screen, you have this number called 850. This is what we call the loadout power. This number will become more and more important as we evolve the game this year. Now, of course, as you know, you can tap, and it explains you the why it's 850. And of course, as you know, because this is already live in the game, if I change my equipment, it changes dynamically and it shows the number, the corresponding number. All right. So that's about the loadout power. Now, going a bit deeper on the arena, on the PvP mode. Here, I'm going to show you first the empty state on purpose, and then I'm going to change to the production server so we can do some battles for real. Okay, but first I want to show you without any content. As you can see now, the UI is very, very different. When you tap, you enter into the arena screen. And here we have Dr. Normie telling us that we can start attacks, right? So it's a button where I can press, and it gives you 5 recommended attacks, okay? Who are these players? These players are not randoms, it's not bots, no. These are real players who are around you in the competition, right? So either in Champions League or in Mortal Tiers. These are players selected from around you. Okay, and you can see here that they have in the UI they have their loadout power next to the fist icon. Every time you see the fist icon, this means their power, and you can see that. You can also see some things here, some spoilers. You can see that I get stars. So this type of PvP attacks will be the only way, besides loot boxer, to get stars directly from battles. And the stars you get if you win the battle are relative to the power of the opponent. So for example, in this case, the rewards are very low because I am loadout power 850 and these other people are 255. Yeah, so you can see, but if I was attacking people of my level in the production server, the rewards would be much higher. Okay. Now, and I already see the question, so I'm going straight to that. TJJPN asks, so ping pong with friends is dead? No, my friend. The opposite is more and more alive than ever. Until today, if you wanted to do this ping pong with friends, it was very complicated. You had to join an active clan and you had to synchronize with them, maybe on a Discord server outside of the game. You had to do like a series of workarounds to make sure that you are in the ping pong. And the majority of players didn't even know this feature exists. When I say ping pong is the mechanic that endgame players do when they attack each other back and forth, for example, to get a very good piggy race run. Because we know it's so complicated, we are going to fix it in a way that is very cool. From this build, when this goes live, you will be able to tap on any player anywhere in the game. It doesn't matter if it's inside the clan, outside the clan, in the piggy race, it doesn't matter. Anytime you see another player, you can tap on them and open their mini profile. I'm stopping here because this is a huge achievement for us. Huge development on the back end, on the client. We've worked really hard to make this possible. And here you can see the profile of this opponent. Again, I am in the testing server, so all the accounts are a bit fake. But in a real situation, you would see exactly the cards they have equipped. You would see exactly the level of their skills. And you have the option to do a PvP attack here in the big button. But if you click on the three dots here, you have a new option. You have the option to add friends. So for the ping pong, how it works is you come here and you don't do a PvP attack because this is like competitive attack. You don't want to do a competitive attack to a friend. This doesn't make sense. So you click here, you add friend. I'm not going to do it here because I don't want to mess up with the testing server, right? You would add it here. And then here at the bottom, it's in Spanish, but it says basically competitive and friendly. You would tap friendly. And this will be a full screen, fully dedicated screen for ping pong. This is only for ping pong. Basically here you would see your list of friends and you can start the ping pong from here directly without any kind of concerns. You don't have to worry about cooldowns. You don't have to worry about random players taking out your list. It's only dedicated to the ping pong. And of course, the cost is the same. Everything is the same. So again, we are making the ping pong better. We are not removing it. I hope that clears out things for everyone. What else? Then I'm going to explain the tickets. It's the last thing I want to explain. As some of you noticed, in all these screens, there is this icon at the top right, and then it says 5 out of 5. Doing these PvP attacks is going to be very powerful for the competition. It's going to give, if you're good, it's going to give a lot of stars. So we need to balance it a bit. Otherwise, we know that players will exploit this tactic. So we are limiting a little bit the amount of PvP attacks that you can do. How does it work? Every day you get 5. And by the way, all of these numbers we are balancing, but as of today, every day you get 5 for free just for opening the game. Once you run out of the by the way, some people are talking about why don't I have the ping pong thing, Exquila. This is because this is a development build. I'm showing future updates. This is not live in the game yet, only in very select countries. So basically, you have these 5 tickets to do 5 competitive battles for free. Let's call it like that. Then every day you can get 5 more tickets. I think, I'm not sure, 5, I don't know the final number, but you can get 5 more tickets from the win streak. If you notice in the button under where it says botin, in the green button, there is a tiny ticket there. Every time you complete a round of win streak, you get more tickets. Yeah, and of course, in the future, we will introduce other ways to recharge the tickets. But yes, there will be a limit here. Then, regarding on the how the stars work, because I'm seeing some questions about this. So for now, this number of stars that you get, they are not removed from the opponent. This was a big debate internally, right? Like, should we, for example, if I attack you and I win, should I take stars from you or not? This was a big debate. Many competitive games do it. When someone wins, they take stars away from you. But in mob control, we always believe in making the game more accessible. If you want hardcore competition, there are many games. We want to make it a bit more mass market, a bit more accessible for everyone, a bit more chill overall. So in this case, we decided that the stars that you get are awarded by the game as a reward, but they are not removed from the opponent. But there's still an incentive to defend, because when you defend successfully, you get stars for that. And the stars you get for the successful defense depend on who attacked you. So let's say that one of these top players in the world attacks you, and you somehow build a super surprising strategy. And I can tell you, there are some champions that are OP on defense. Then you can get a lot of stars for the successful defense. So this is adding a new layer of strategy. Now it's not only about having loot boxer in max level and that's it. You have to as well consider the defense aspect and choose defenders that are strong, right? Another very interesting thing is that the amount of bricks that you loot here, because people are talking about the loot cap, the amount of bricks, the limit, depends on the opponent too. So if you take a risk and you attack a stronger player, you can get both more stars and more bricks. So that's a bit of a highlight of the upcoming arena/PvP mode. I'm going to do a battle just so you can see as well some of the new UI and some of the new animations. Of course, remember that I'm in the development server, so we will not see a very difficult battle. You can see the new screen, right? Well, this is the same, but you can see there in the back the star, the animated star. This battle is going to be very easy, but in general, well, of course, I won. This is what happens if you attack a noob. You will obliterate them. Other times, it's much more difficult. Cool. So here I get the reward, and that's it. All right, yeah, there are some bugs because this is the production thing. I'm gonna stop sharing. I'm gonna change to the production server, so I can show you more features. And in the meantime, I'm gonna see if you liked it or not. Did you like it? Yeah? You can share some love if you liked it. Oh, I'm still, no, I'm not sure. So I have to go into the cheats. These I'm not brave enough to show you the cheats. So, yeah, maybe one day. Force, force for enable prop environment. Okay. Oh, okay. Let's see, because I have to. It's possible that the demo will end here. It's okay. Yeah, look, I don't want to. I don't want to. Unless I can do something here. Let me see. No, it's okay. Okay, I think I can. I will not be able to because it's my fault. I won't be able to load the production build. Yeah, no, I'm not going to show the cheats. I'm not going to be able to show the production version, but I will be able to still show you the card rarity and the other thing I wanted to show. So no worries at all. Let's go. I'm sure the team is so scared right now because I'm going to share work stuff. All right, so yeah. Okay, so I cannot show you live. It's a bit of a shame, but I will show you the development board, and then you will understand very quickly. By the way, maximum transparency, showing the actual work things. So card rarity, as I told you, this is an update of the game where we will indicate the rarity of the cards. We will tell you some cards are rare, some cards are common, etc. I'm sure you have seen this in many games. And it looks like this. Let me find it. I don't want to show too much. Okay, so I guess I can show this. Okay, so for example, this is a mock-up. It's not the real thing, but in the armory, it will show us this decoration around the card, and you will have an icon here. This is not the final version, but it looks more or less like that. Then more interesting things that I would like to show you. Maybe here we have the final version. No. Yeah, okay, here. So of course, this is a mock-up, so it's a bit different, but you can see here we have the common, the rare, and the super rare. In the future, we could have more. And as you can see, this interacts as well with the glow-ups and all of these things. This means as well that we will have new types of card packs. So we will have, of course, the common card packs that you know, and then we will have the rare and the super rare card packs. This means as well that, of course, this will be harder to get, and this one will be easier to get. Again, as I said, this is all part of clarifying how the game works, because today, many of you don't know, internally, the game already has rare cards, and there are characters that you can only obtain sometimes by paying by purchasing the premium pass, or by basically becoming a paying customer. And now we are making it transparent, because we had always many questions of, oh, how do I get this card? How do I get this other card? Now we are making it clear and transparent. And yes, of course, we hope this will make the game more fun, but it's also like a part of our business to sell content, right? We put a lot of effort and a lot of investment into developing new characters, new champions, new everything, and we expect an exchange of value with the community. We will, as always, have ways for free-to-play players to access these cards, but obviously it will be more difficult, right? This is how the business works. Finally, and the team here 100% is going to kill me because I'm going to show you things that are in design, if I find it, because maybe they hide it from me. Let me see if I find it. This is so fun for me to show you what we do. Okay. This one is really early, so I'm going to be careful with what I show. Let me see. Okay, I'm going to show just a tiny little small thing. Okay. So again, as I said, one of our objectives in order to balance the economy of cards and coins is to basically make the loot less random and more under control. So for that, we are going to introduce a new feature that most likely will be called winner's loot. And it will look roughly like this. These are very early mockups, super like 100% sure it will change when you finally see it in the game, but it's just to explain the idea. The winner loot will be a new feature, a new event that resets on a daily basis, right? And every time that you win a loot battle, you get 1 point, basically. And every time you win a PvP battle, you get 3 points, right? And well, from here, you are all gamers, so I'm sure you understand how this would work. When you complete the 3 points, you get a box. That's the way. That's going to be the way how you obtain card packs and coins. Card packs and coins will no longer be given directly by battles. Again, I don't know, like without showing you more, what would be their first reaction. But what this will do is that it will feel much more controllable and much more clear how to make progress in the game instead of the randomness that we have today. In terms of live demo, this is all I wanted to show you today. So if you want, we can spend some time answering questions. I will rely on my team to share the questions. I already answered this one. All right, so more questions from the chat. Are loadouts for defense configured as a preset, or is it whatever loadout you have loaded currently for battle? Amazing question. So for the very small population that will be in the test, in this first test, for now we are using the same loadout that you use in battle. But in the final version, you will be able, and I think this is going to be one of the most fun parts of the system, you will be able to have your attack loadout and your defensive loadout, right? And again, as I said, and you can already start thinking what the best meta is for defense, it is very different. The best mobs for attacking are different to the best mobs for defending, and the same goes for champions, etc. Of course, the other thing that you can choose as a defender is the tower. You know that we have 3 defensive towers now. Spoiler, there is a 4th one coming soon, and choosing your tower will be very important, because the towers actually are much stronger in the PvP rules. Remember that we will have a separation between loot rules and PvP rules. In PvP, the towers are strong, like really strong. In PvP, the champions are strong and they spawn often. And in PvP, the shields are critical. They are very difficult to break. So all of this will make the defensive aspect much more strategic, much more interesting. And again, for as our lead designer always explains, this is the part of the game where you have to sit down in a comfortable chair, put your sports clothes, and really focus on mob control because it's more intense. Moving on, next question is, are the tickets for PvP also used for friendly battles? No, the friendly battles, as I said, will remain free to use without any limits, and these ones will continue working the same as now. So we are not adding any limits there. We are just making it much easier to use, much more accessible. We are removing cooldowns. We are removing many of the limitations that we have. I put an asterisk here because, of course, we will have to add some rules to avoid exploits and weird strategies, but the idea is this. Will we only be able to have one ping pong per friend, or can we have multiple? Very, very good question. I can see that people are already going into the meaty subjects. As it stands today, important, as it stands today, you can only have one thread per friend, right? So I can attack you, and I have to wait until you attack me back, and then I can attack you again, right? So it's a real ping pong. But in the final version, honestly, we'll see. This is all in development right now, so it may change based on feedback, based on different things. But as of today, the ping pong has to be a ping pong, right? So this is as well to add some limitations and some controls. But yeah. Next question. What is the difference between the rare and super rare? Well, there are two differences. First, rare and super rare, the biggest difference is the utility, how strong they are, how useful they are. For different, some are rare because they are good in looting, others are rare because they are good for attacking. There are many, many differences. And as well, of course, the rarity determines how easy they are to get. For example, super rare are really difficult to get, and these ones will be mostly reserved for those of you, and I thank you so much. They will be reserved for those of you who decide to become a customer, a paying customer. And on that note, again, really thank you. As I told you before, developing this game is very expensive. We have a very large team of professionals behind it, and these purchases support the development of the game. And by the way, I think within the industry, we are one of the most, in my opinion, one of the most fair games in terms of monetization. So again, for those of you who trust, thank you so much. What next question? Let's see. Can we still earn stars in regular battles with other champs as well? So no, like regular battles, loot battles don't give stars as a reward. The only game mode that gives stars as a reward, well, story mode or adventure mode and PvP. Of course, you can still use loot boxer to work around that. What timescale are we looking at this for the rollout in terms of PvP and arena? So this is live in some countries today, and we plan to stay in this soft launch mode as long as necessary to make sure that it's really working well. And so yeah, I think it will be easily 6 weeks, 2 months, something like that. But I'm giving you a very, very long heads up. Esteban Otasegui from Argentina. Hello, hola, ¿qué tal? Attack, this PvP mode, is it only online? Does my opponent need to be playing at the same time? The answer is no. As you know, in mobile gaming, in multiplayer, there are usually two modes. It's like the real-time PvP, like let's say Brawl Stars, where everyone is online, although they cheat a lot. But in theory, everyone is online and you're playing versus people real time. And there is the async PvP mode where uh, basically you're playing against a ghost or against um, a simulation of an opponent. Mob Control is an asynchronous PvP game, similar to Clash of Clans, for example. So all the attacks are real. You're attacking someone, you're attacking their base, you're attacking against their loadouts, etc., etc. But the opponent does not need to be online. So that's good. Um, Okay, good question. For those of you who already have a good progress in the game, will these new mechanics, the card rarity, referring to the card rarity, will this affect the amount of cards that we have? No, the answer is no. When you update, everything will remain the same in terms of the progress that you have accumulated so far. So, like you, maybe you have some super rare cards from the past, and I'm happy about this. Um, do you ever change a plan because of the community, like listen and adapt? Yes, 100%. In fact, I'm going to give you the proof. For many of you who are in the Discord community, in the elite group, you know that some weeks ago we had a long and heated, I would say, debate about the topic of the ping pong. I personally spent maybe 1 hour or more discussing with some of the elite subscribers. We exchanged opinions. I understood their point of view. They were really emphasizing how important the social aspect is for them, right? Because part of their life with mob control is like firing up a Discord server and do a bit of ping pong while they chat casually, right? For example. And this motivated the team to actually make some of the changes that we saw today in the design, where now you have the option to add friends and you can you have like a dedicated screen for the ping pong. This is actually a big change in our plans. And yeah, this came literally from us discussing with the community. And just know that myself and most of the team members, we read pretty much everything that is written on Discord or Reddit. That's like we follow this very closely. So if you want to say something, this is your channel. Another question: if there's no dynamic difficulty to arena, how would you prevent pay-to-win folks or longer players not to bully free or rookies? Good question, and I think this one we anticipated it. This is why we have to implement the tickets. As I said, every day all players get 5 tickets for free, and they can get additional 5 tickets by completing win streaks. If you are a top player, you are really at the limit. You are competing versus other top players, right? So every star counts, every battle counts, right? So if you have in total 10 PvP battles that you have to use, and it's limited to that, well, it would be a very bad strategy to go and bully a random player in the that has just joined the game, and on top of that, the stars that they get would be tiny. So I think there is no incentive in doing that. Of course, there will be anecdotes where someone decides to attack, or maybe a group of people decide to attack a new player or something like that. This is why we decided, for example, not to remove stars from the defender. And in case for the defender, well, yes, it means that they will have their shields and energy consumed. but it's not a big drama. It's not gonna, let's say, destroy your gameplay if this happens. I'm gonna take. We are a bit out of schedule, but I will take maybe 5-10 minutes if my team. Yeah, thank you. So my team is telling me to start wrapping up. I'm gonna take a few more questions, and then we will start wrapping up. So, question from Becky Ortiz: will counterattacks reset to 0 each day, or will established ones carry forward? Okay, I know that you guys love these details because always you ask. The answer is that they will reset, right? So our idea is that no matter what, you have a limited amount of PvP battles to do every day, and we don't want people to use strategies where they accumulate a lot of tickets through 2 weeks and then they consume everything in one day. And we don't like that. It's not fun. Uh, we don't want to encourage this kind of strategy. So no, the tickets reset every day. Will we have, so from Devo XOX, will we have an overall limit to friendly attacks in the list like the 10 max we have now? Well, look, for technical reasons, there will be a limit. But as far as I know, the limit will be very, very, very high. And I don't think people will hit the limit, right? The limit that you have, though, is what I said. You cannot have like 10 ping pong threads with the same person. You cannot do that. And then as well, to avoid cheating and to avoid exploits, we will try to do something with baby accounts. Some people use these techniques to cheat a little bit, and probably we will try to avoid it to keep competition fair. Next question, Flare Blitz 638. Thank you for the question. If we have our cards mostly leveled up, will that translate to higher tier cards with stronger abilities? Maybe this refers in combination with the card rarity or things like that. The card rarity doesn't address this, right? So if you have a card in max level, it will still be in max level. This does not change. But, and this is a big spoiler, but I will just give a small thing. For the second half of the year, we are working on a very interesting, juicy, cool update to the card system that will expand what you can do with the cards a lot beyond what is max level today. So if you are in max level, yes, I don't have a solution for you this month, but we are working on it, and I think you will enjoy it a lot. But this is for the future. Final question, or a couple more. Please consider more Kraken-like events with preset levels. This is the only clan drop competition event where it is not won by players with most time. Yeah, good question. Well, you can see, for example, that we worked on the Kraken Clash. This was a big effort on our side. We listened to the feedback of the community and we implemented the preset levels. So we will have more of this. Keep the feedback coming, and if we can, we will make it happen. In terms of new events, right now the entire team is super busy with the things that you saw. So we don't have any new event in development today. But again, for the second half of the year, I think we will work on some new events. All right, so last funny question before closing. Kingslayer wants to know if he should eat a pizza or a sub. A sub, I guess, like a Subway sandwich or a sandwich, basically. Well, the answer is always pizza, man. We love pizza. That's all I gotta say. I think that's it. Honestly, super happy. Now, well, we are 150 people that held till the end. So I'm really, really thankful for that. It's exceeding our expectations. I think in total, we've had quite a few views. In fact, I'm seeing now the stats that we've had 6,500 people connecting in total over this period of time. So really, really amazing. This means as well that many of you saw my face and closed immediately, but that's okay. If you like it, please join our community. If you like it, please subscribe to our channel, like it, well, all the things that you have to do to support us. If you like the game a lot, please consider making a couple purchases. Like we have some of the starter packs give amazing value for the price, and well, this really really supports our business. And yeah, again, if you like it, please keep the feedback, ask for more, and I'm happy to come back. Thank you all, and happy mobbing. Cheers.